Hi everybody, welcome to today's video. I apologise first and foremost if I have food in my teeth because I've just eaten food and it tends to cling up into my braces, which I believe I'm having off in a month, which is amazing, so woohoo. Anyway, today I'm here to talk about a product that I'm a little bit late to the party with, but it is the Huda Beauty Desert Dusk palette. I have used this palette on my eyes today, and again I've got a separate tutorial for that. £56 I think on Cult Beauty when I first saw it, but I think it's sort of the same price as her previous palette, which I do own as well, and I do love that. So first and foremost, the most amazing thing when you open this palette is how it looks. It is just absolutely phenomenal. There is just no words for how beautiful this is, and it's certainly amped up in comparison to her previous palette, which had sort of like an open view here. It has like all your information on the back, not that anyone really reads that anyway, but it's a really nice sturdy sort of well made palette. So when you open it up you do get this as well, and oh, does that work? I can't see myself, but yeah, you get this nice insert here, which I think is really just special because it's different to sort of the normal clear insert, and I'm going to keep it as opposed to sort of the clear insert. So when you open her up, it is magnetized and you have this beautiful set of colours in this palette, and this was honestly what sold me. This palette is just so unique. Here you get, let's have a look, 18 mesmerising shades encapsulated in 4 ready to layer textures. So we've got 8 buttery mattes, 6 sublime pressed pearls, 3 duochrome toppers and 1 daring glitter, which is down here. First and foremost, I love the actual range of the sort of shadows that she has incorporated into this product, because sometimes you get sort of full mattes and like a few pearl shades, but you get sort of duochromes, you get the glitters, you get the pearls, the mattes, you get everything in here to create a look. If you had this palette for the rest of your life, you could probably create so many different looks with this. Okay, so we have zoomed in, and I'm going to give another quick zoomed in picture of this here. So the first shade what I'm going to start off with is the top row. So we have Desert Sand, which is almost like a peachy, just like a nice peachy colour, and this isn't really going to show up on my skin very well. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's nice for a transition shade. Then we have Musk, which is just like a sort of like a cool tone taupe colour. I also apologise, my swatches are not good in the slightest. Next we have Eden, which is almost like a peachy colour. Now the Eden is, it feels a little bit texturised for a matte, and I don't know why. There's been sort of a lot of speculation with this product that you can't build the colour up, but I used this today and I feel like the colour goes on, amazing. Next I'm going to take Amber, and this is just like a warm terracotta shade, which is really nice. Then we have Blood Moon, which I believe is a pearl, I'm guessing. And this product, this colour is just stunning. Like, I don't know if, again, I've swatched it really funky, but again, this product is amazing in terms of how it looks. It's got like really nice sort of coppery burgundy vibes to it, which is awesome. And then the last shade we have is Oud or Oud. Don't really know how to pronounce that, but those are the shades. Again, I just want to try them with a brush, because the thing is, I've seen a lot of people sort of, I mean, everyone's got their right to criticise a product and stuff in accordance to how sort of they like their makeup to perform, but it really bugs me when sort of people just sort of use the same technique. And honest to God, makeup palettes are all different. Like, you just need to know or understand how to use sort of different shadows. Now for me, I think Huda Beauty is one of these brands that just explores products and just creates the most beautiful products, but I think there's a technique to sort of how to use them. So for example, with So for example, I've heard a lot of sort of controversy with the shade Eden and Ode, which again, Eden is here and Ode is here. And they say that it sort of blends away to nothing. Once you put it onto sort of like a blending brush and blend it sort of straight into the crease, it's not as pigmented as what it would be as if you dab the product and then blend, if that makes any sense to you guys. I used that technique whilst I was doing this makeup look today, but you have to almost deposit the product and then blend it, as opposed to going in straight away and blending. Now, that is up for debate about whether people think, actually, no, that's not quite a good palette. I think it is, and I just think it's just getting your head around sort of how to use it. So I'm going to try and shut up now because it's frustrating. So I'm taking this on just a little brush like this, and what I'm doing is almost just pushing the product in and then swiping. Now again, you get less pigmentation because with your fingers you will always get the most intense pigmentation. Next, I'm just going to take Blood Moon and just show you how that performs with a brush. It's again a bit more sheer. It's, oh god, you guys can't even see this, I'm so sorry. You can't really see it that much, but it's much more sheer than what it is with your finger. I just wanted to show you these close up, guys. I'm just going to put my light on because everything is just so unsaturated in here, but this is what it all looks like. And then I don't know if you can see, but they are the shades. So in terms of dupes, the only ones that I have found, for Oud I have found Americano, but still, even though this looks quite similar, it's still a lot more cool toned, whereas Oud is a lot more warm toned. And also the dupe, and the only dupe that I have, but I don't think it's going to come close, is Flamethrower from Makeup Geek. So if I just check, too bad. So this one here is Blood Moon. So it's got almost like a coppery base, but it has sort of pinky reflex, whereas Flamethrower is a lot more copper and it has more gold reflex. But I feel like you could probably get sort of the same look. And I have here is Peach Smoothie from Makeup Geek, and actually this is quite a good dupe. Again, you guys are going to really struggle to see this, but the two shades here, Peach Smoothie is a lot more peach, a lot warmer, whereas the Desert Sand is a bit more of a neutral colour. Okay, so let's get on to the next row, which are really exciting. So here we have Celestial, it's like a green base with pinky sort of reflex, pinky reflex to it. Again, I'll do zoom ins and stuff for you guys. Then we have Nefertiti? Who calls a shadow Nefertiti? Like, who wants to have titty in their shadow's name? This is beautiful. This is almost a bit more of a glittery sort of shade. It is quite neutral toned. We have Twilight, which is just so creamy. Like, when you pop this onto sort of your eye or anything like that, you can just feel how buttery and creamy it really, really is. Next we have Amethyst, which is a matte, and this shadow like applies well. Again, I've heard this to be quite a dry product. It's not as pigmented as maybe some other purples that I have tried, but equally it is wonderful at applying. We have Royal, which is, Royal's quite hard to describe. It's almost like a deep plum with oh, for God's sake, let's go in the complete wrong way to where I wanted it. So Royal is almost like a deep plum with just some lighter sort of pinky purpley reflex. Of Retrograde, which reminds me a bit of MAC's Blue Brown Pigment, but it's just a bit more sort of vibrant. I am so, look at these swatches. They are the shades. Again, I'm so sorry for the awful, awful swatches. Can you just see how like glittery they are? They're beautiful. And for Twilight is Black, is this Backlight or Backlight, from Makeup Geek. One is a bit more powdery. So if you can see here, we have Twilight, and then here we have Backlight from Makeup Geek. It's not sort of as chunky, I suppose. And I've got a shade here from MUA, which is shade 18 Matte, and this is just a purple. This is the only sort of dupe that I had for, what shade was it? Amethyst. But again, this one is more cool toned, whereas this is more plum and purpley. I'm going to stay zoomed in, guys. So the next row we have here is starting off with cashmere. So this for me is just, oh my god, this colour is just almost like a gun metal pinky mink colour. Like, oh, that is something else. The next shade we have here is Angelic, which is a rose gold colour, and this I do believe is a repeat because she had this in her previous palette, which was the rose gold palette. We have Cosmo, and this is not really going to transfer all that. Oh, okay, well, I surprised myself. This is almost like a coppery pinky sort of glitter. You put onto your eye with like any sticky base for it to adhere to, it's not going to come out the best at all, but it's beautiful that she has incorporated a pressed shadow, glitter shadow into her kit. Next we have Turkish Delight, which is oh my god, that performed way better than I thought it did, and that, my friends, is just beautiful. Next we have Saffron, which I don't know actually if this is another repeat from her previous palette, I can't remember, but it's almost like a matte version of Turkish Delight. And then we also, last but not least, have Blazing, which is like a very vibrant sort of orange, which works wonderfully into the crease as sort of your transition shades. But again, those mattes were super creamy. Okay, so the dupes I have here for Angelic is Cosmopolitan, again from Makeup Geek. I'm sorry I'm using Makeup Geek shadows, guys. This is Cosmopolitan. It is rose gold, but it's a bit more of a very warm rose gold as opposed to like the really nice angelic peachy one. The last dupe I have for these set of products, because I literally do not have anything else that sort of matches these, is the e.l.f. Baked Eyeshadow, and I'm not sure what colour this is in, but this is a good dupe for Cashmere. It's literally identical. It's just a bit more warm. Okay guys, so that was everything from me today. I hope you enjoyed sort of this little snappy sort of review. It's not too in-depth, and I've included a few dupes in here, mainly from Makeup Geek. But hopefully if you have these in your kit, Makeup Geek ones in your kit, and you don't have this palette, you can just play around with those products and even possibly find some dupes for yourself. But I recommend this product to absolutely everyone. I hope you enjoyed this video today, you guys, and I shall see you in my next video. Bye!